To start off the challenge, I chose the hero class because he had the lowest level for having the most amount of health. So I thought in the future I could level up his health the most, and it'd be the cheapest and fastest way to go about it. I also had to make him look fresh, and just like that, the run started. And right when I get to the crab area, I just jump off because there's no chance with fighting him, and that'll save me like a good extra 30 seconds. Once I get to the Limgrave, I head to the first merchant, which is at the Church of Ella, to buy the crafting, like the thing that just lets you be able to craft. Once I'm done with that, I start heading to the gate front bonfire in Grace while collecting tons of materials. Then I claim the turn and start collecting stuff. The first thing I collect is the map, that way I can like mark things and map stuff out. And I also get tickled by the giant room bear before getting the map. Once I get the map, I start marking where Fort Hate or something, because I'm going to be having to do two things there. One thing, well, I mean, I guess three things because I'm collecting the golden seed, but one thing is the materials there. It has blood roses, which if you don't know by now, I'm going to be using blood grease, which I'll be using on the giant dragon to get like 74,000 free souls. Once I enter the castle, I kind of forget what I'm doing like an old senile man and head up straight to the top, like from muscle memory, to get the medallion, which is, I forgot, completely useless to this run, and I don't know why I did that. And I still don't know what this game's controls are for sliding down a ladder. After that, I finally remember what I was here to do, and I was here to go here and grab the cookbook. That way I can craft my materials into the blood grease that was needed for later. After I got it, I just submitted myself to the rats. Then I headed on to the Bridge of Sacrifice, which I wasn't going to really fully go through now, but there was something later in it. So I did want to grab the grace here to be able to teleport here when I'm stronger. After that, I go and claim the site at the Stormhill Shack. I upgrade so I have 2 more Estus flasks and make my way down to Market. I was able to get Market down in about 2 tries, so that only took about 4 minutes in my run. Then when I rest at the Grace, Melena decides to take me back to Round Table Hole, where I decide to level up. And look at how much better my health looks, going from like 480 to 720. Then I decide to head back to Stormville Castle, and although being advised not to take the gates, I do it anyway, thinking it would save a lot of time. Even though I did come out of this with rape post-traumatic syndrome, I think it was worth it because I think I did probably shave off a good minute or 2 off of what it would take to go the regular way. After that, I run past here to get the site of Grace here, which I realized I can't rest at because I got the big butcher and his little dog coming after me. So I play this game. What I usually do is I pull the lever and wait behind the elevator to kind of bait them out. And then once the elevator comes, I just hop on it and ride up. And shortly after, I find the site of Grace next to Godric, and I will not be fighting him yet because this is the time where I get all my items, level up, and get stronger and come back. Then I go to the shack back at Stormhill or whatever it's called to get a little bit more of those materials so I can make a couple extra blood resins, blood greases, because last time when I did this challenge I did not make enough, and it ended up costing me a large chunk of time. And I just realized this, I don't know why I didn't do this the first time, but the first time I came to Fort Height, I didn't even do the farming thing, which is the main reason I came to do. So basically, there's 3 blood roses around Fort Height, so I just run around, grab the 3, and teleport back to the site of Grace. I also want to thank you guys so much for 150 subscribers, that's really awesome. And with that, I head to the giant white dragon. I think I made about 10 blood greases with all the materials I got, and I started chopping away. I did make a little too much, but these blood greases will come in handy later. And with that, the giant dragon's dead, so I head back to the Grace to get some nice leveling done. I really just decided to put all my levels into health, getting it to 40, which is 1,509 health, which is almost 4 times as much health as I started with. And while I'm at Varen's castle, or Fort Varo, I decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just grab the Radagon Source Seal. It's a pretty well-known item, but if you don't know what it does, it increases 4 of your stats by +5, so like your health, like dex, strength, and some other shit increases by 5. So obviously that is a necessity to this run. The one drawback from that is that it does make you take more damage, but I don't really care about that. And like around this time in the video, I think I'm like 30 minutes into the run, and once I claim the Source Seal, I kind of just like submit myself to the rats. But there's no reason for a rat to be doing that much damage or have that much health. Now that I have 1,500 health, I head back to the Weeping Peninsula, claim the map. That way I know how to traverse this area, because this is by far the most confusing area in my opinion. Then I head to the church where I almost pick up a golden centipede and walk off with it, but I catch it and then get the golden tear, because with so much health, having it like +0 is going to be healing basically nothing. Then I beat the Erdtree avatar on, I think, my second try. He was pretty light, but with that I get the 2 crimson tears. One of them makes it so if you get hit, you don't take any damage, and the other one is that you slowly recover health, which will be really important for my build. And with all this, I head to Godric. Yes, I did find a random summon and summon him because I did have the materials, and I don't think there's like a rule like when you do these runs you can't, but it was on the way, it made it faster, why not? Also, Godric was absolutely butt raping me back to back. I died to him like 7 times, I think, and yeah. So like at this point I only have like 10, 8 minutes left, something like that. And after killing him, I had to go get his great room, and something with these enemies in this game, they just love raping me. I do eventually make it to the top of the tower, where I finally claim the last item needed, which is Godric's great room. And just as that happens, 1 hour has passed, so with that, I go to the round table hold and buy a couple of runes to showcase my build. Then I start customizing my Wanderer's Physic, and I put the Crimson Burst Crystal tier, which is really the only one I need, but just a random one in there too. Then I head here. I don't really know what the area is, but I don't know what it's called, but we all know what, this area. Then I pop the rune, and my health comes out to 1900. And with that, I go and try to aggravate and trigger all the enemies. And this is the build. You can see my health is like slowly regenerating as they hit me. I got a good defense, and so much health that they barely make a dent. And that's really it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love all you cuties, and see you later.